So why do you say that we are wise? 10.8 verse. What is written? I am the source of all spiritual and material world. Everything emanates from me. Who is this me?
Krishna.
So what is Krishna trying to tell us in this verse? What is Krishna telling us? I am the
Source of all spiritual and material world.
Yes, he is the source of the spiritual and material world. That means everything is coming from him. That means everything is coming from Krishna. And if I say no, it is not Krishna. It is, you know what, the first chapter we learned, right? That the scientists say that two big objects, they collided, or the earth went, the universes collided, and then the earth was made. So they do not believe in Krishna. So that means, are they wise enough?
No.
No, they are not. They are not thinking it properly. They just want to rely on something which is very, very untrue, or which does not have any basis, and they are just wanting to prove whatever they think. But what do we have? We have the scriptures, in which everything is written properly. So if we can believe that, right? So whenever we believe whatever it is written in the scriptures, and according to that, whenever we are surrendering to Krishna, and we know that he is the supreme personality of Godhead, that means we are wise. Okay? Otherwise, what does Srila Prabhupada call them? Those who are not going to believe that, Srila Prabhupada calls them Mudha. That means they are not intelligent people. So we should try to be intelligent enough by offering our services only to the supreme personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. Okay? And should we offer any type of service? Oh, I have to go today for the temple. Let me go and come because my parents are saying. Will that service be accepted by Krishna?
No.
No. So we have to do a loving devotional service. Okay? It shouldn't be that someone told me to do it, someone told me to chant my rounds, someone told me to go to the temple, someone is telling me to wear the dhoti, so I have to wear it. No, it should be your inner feeling. Oh, how will Krishna feel? Krishna is also wearing a dhoti. If I also wear a dhoti and go, Krishna will love it. Okay, so it should be loving devotional service to the Lord with all their hearts. See, you should not do anything half-heartedly. When you're doing it for the Lord, do it everything full-heartedly. Give your 100% to the Lord. So we'll move to the next verse. The next verse is 8.16. Abrahma bhuvanaloka. Abrahma bhuvanaloka. Punaravartino Arjuna. Mamupetya tu kaunteya. Punarjanma na vidyate. Abrahma bhuvanaloka. Punaravartino so Arjuna. Mamupetya tu kaunteya. Punarjanma na vidyate. The translation: from the highest planet, in the material world, down to the lowest, are all our places of misery, wherein repeated birth and death takes place. But one who attains to my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again. Never
Never
takes
takes
birth
birth
again.
again.
So what is the Lord telling over here? From the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest planet. In your last class you have done, right? We have this slide over here. Let me see. Okay, I do not have the slide over here. Okay, but from the what we have seen, that from the highest planet to the down planet, what is it? Lowest planet, all are places of misery. And what is the cause of misery? Birth, death, disease. These are going to take place. When anyone takes birth, they have to go through these cycles. So what is Lord saying? But one who attains to my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again. Okay? So you do not, if you surrender to the Lord, and then if you go to the Lord's abode, then you do not have to fall into these miseries of the world. Now who is the son of Kunti?
Arjuna?
Very good. It is Arjuna. Okay? So Arjuna was referred to as Arjuna. He was referred to as son of Kunti. And then he was referred by many names. Gudakesha. So he was referred by many names. Same way, Lord Krishna was also referred by Arjuna as Madhusudana and different names of the Lord. According to the pastimes, the Lord also has his different names. Okay? So this we have seen the chart last time, right? About the universe and where the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is, where the Mahavishnu is, Karnodakshaya Vishnu. So we will go later on with this. So revision. Have you studied? I have studied with the last class. Okay, now you know what? Now you can go on mute so that everybody can listen properly. Okay, so now the chapter today we are going to do is the Vaikuntha planet. Now, beyond this material world is the spiritual sky. In the spiritual sky, there are countless numbers of planets called the Vaikuntha planets or the Vaikuntha Lokas. That means Vaikuntha Loka is not on this material world. It is beyond the material world. And what do everybody, the yogis and everyone, what they do? They want to go beyond this material world. And then they want to go into the higher planets. Why they want to go into the higher planets? Because they want to enjoy the life over there, or they want to enjoy the opulences over there. So beyond this material world is the spiritual sky, and then over there are the Vaikuntha planets. There are many planets in the universe. Together these planets form 3/4 of the Lord's creation. That means the material world is, you have a pizza, right? You have a pizza. Everybody can go on mute so that we can hear it properly. Okay. So, you have a pizza, right? In a pizza, there are four parts. So when there are 4 parts, what do we know? That 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. There are 4 1/4s that will make a whole pizza, right? So out of that, the material world is just 1/4, and then all the other planets, they are going to be the other 3/4 of the universe. And what do we know? We feel, oh, this material world is there. The scientists and these people, they know this much is there. Only this much must be the whole universe. But no, we are the material world is just 1/4 of the creation of the Lord. And there are so many other creations also. Still, we do not know much about it. Now, when we say Vaikuntha, we are talking about the Vaikuntha planet, right? So now when we say Vaikuntha, what is Vaikuntha? How does that word come? Vai is more like it is a negation, that means a negative thing, or no. And Kuntha means anxiety or miseries. So where there is no miseries, where there is no anxiety, that is called as Vaikuntha. Okay. So how, if we have to just define Vaikuntha in a line or in a simple sentence, what we'll say? Vaikuntha is a place without anxiety. Now what is anxiety? Oh, tomorrow what will happen? When will I go to school? Whether I'll get my homework, whether I've done my homework or not. I'll find my this thing, that thing. Will my friend play with me? There are so many things which go in our mind, right? But in the Vaikuntha planet, there is no anxiety. Everybody is happy. Everybody is in opulence, and everybody is very, very satisfied with whatever they have. So it is that Vaikuntha is a place without anxiety. We'll go to the next part. Okay. So there are, as we said, that Vaikuntha is not only one, right? There are many planets in the Vaikuntha or the Vaikuntha lokas, and in that the topmost is the Krishna loka. And we have a chart. Okay, this will not be seen clearly. Okay. So the topmost planet is the Krishna loka, and Vaikuntha has several Vaikuntha planets. Now when there are planets, there are always presiding deities over there, right? That means the planet has been, some deity has been worshipped, or that deity is is worshipped in that planet. So each is presided by Narayana, the Lord of Vaikuntha. The Lord of Vaikuntha is Narayana. Okay, so when we say Vaikuntha planet, so Vaikuntha is of Lord Narayan. Okay. On the Vaikuntha planet, everyone worships the Lord. Unlike the material world. Now in this material world, what we have? There is so much of jealousy, there is so much of passion, ignorance, and so many things are there, right? In the Vaikuntha planet, there is no such envy, there is no ignorance, there is no passion, and there is no jealousy. Okay? So, it is total bliss over there. This is very difficult for us to understand since we are conditioned to measure everything in terms of time. That means what time is it? There is so much of difference between the time in the spiritual world and the material world. We had an example last week also when Mataji gave an example. So today we will see another example about the time difference. What did we see? That when everybody knows the story of Lord Jagannath, right? Does everybody know the story of Lord Jagannath?
Yes.
Yeah. So in that, you remember the king. What did the king do? When the temple of Gundicha temple was being made, the temple was being made for Lord Jagannath. What did he want? That that Lord Brahma should come and he should do the flag hoisting and he should do the first worshipping over there. He thought. So then to take Lord Brahma's blessings, what did he do? He went with Narad Muni, he went to the Brahma Loka. Now Brahma Loka and the material world, that is the Bhuloka, it has difference in the timings. That means one day over there in the Brahma Loka is many millions of years on the material world. When he went over there, Lord Brahma was busy, so he had to wait to meet Lord Brahma. And when he waited, and then when he got Lord Brahma, and when he was about to come, when he came back, there was no temple. These deities of Lord Jagannath and Mai Subhadra and Lord Balram, they were worshipped by somebody else. And it was so hard for him because nobody even knew him now. He thought that where is the kingdom? Where is my kingdom? Where is my queen? And that time he came to know because he was in the Brahma Loka, there was this time difference and his people, whichever the generation which he was in, that had totally gone. There was further next generations and nobody knew this king. So there was another king who took up that these are my deities and I have been worshipping them. And then Lord Brahma had to tell them that okay, these are these deities and all the past history, and then the Lord was worshipped in that temple. So we see that the time difference is very significant between the material world and the spiritual sky and the spiritual world. So it is difficult for us to understand that. But in the spiritual sky, there is no influence of time. There is no birth, no death, no old age, no disease. Everyone lives eternally and in full knowledge and transcendental bliss. Does that mean that in the spiritual world, everybody has a big factory, has a big company, goes to the office and is very happy? Is that true?
No.
Somebody can answer. Then what are they doing in the spiritual world? If they are not going to offices, if they are not going to schools, what are they doing? What do you think?
Serving Krishna.
Very nice. Who is this?
Pratmesh. Pratmesh.
Very nice, Pratmesh. So, in the spiritual world, there is no need for them to go to school because they have the transcendental knowledge. Because by serving the Lord, the knowledge is going to be given by the Lord Himself. Okay? Unless and until the Lord allows, we cannot have the knowledge. So, when we surrender to the Lord and when we are doing our loving devotional service to the Lord gives us the knowledge which is required for the human life. Okay? That is the reason we are also doing this Bhakti Sangha calls, right? We are also trying to learn something. We are trying to ask the Lord that please let us get some knowledge, and we are trying to do some devotional service. So can you tell me what type of devotional service are you all doing? Anybody? Or everyone can tell me one thing which you feel that you are doing this for the Lord. You do not have your interest in it. You are just doing it for the Lord. Everybody can unmute and tell me one thing which you all are doing.
Mataji. I do aarti every morning.
Very nice, Akshita. Very nice. Who else?
Hare Krishna Mataji. I sometimes put the deities to rest, and sometimes.
Very nice, Ashutosh.
I do 1 round japa.
Who is this?
Vrinda.
Very nice, Vrinda. I'm so happy.
I offer bhoga.
Very nice offering bhoga. Yes, Apairam, you want to tell something?
I do kirtan.
Very nice, wonderful. You all are all Vaikuntha kids, you all are Vaikuntha kids. You know why Srila Prabhupada said that this generation, the kids who are into learning the scriptures and going to the temple, they are Vaikuntha kids, he said. That means those kids who are into loving devotional service of the Lord. And the Lord has chosen you that you should be learning these things. Now you see so many kids outside, right? Now when you are sitting for the class, you see so many kids are outside playing. If you tell them also, they won't come. So you children have been selected by the Lord that you should be learning the devotional service. You should be learning more about the Lord. And unless and until the Lord wishes, you cannot do it. So I'm so very happy for you all. Okay, so we'll go to the Vaikuntha planets, right? We'll learn a little bit more about over here. Now, what do you see over here? Now, though this picture is not very clear, but what do you see over here?
I see Lord Narayan.
Okay.
Serving Lord Krishna.
Okay. But are there so many Krishnas over here? This one is, what is the color over here you see? What is significant over here? Blue. So does that mean that there are so many Krishnas over here?
Yes.
Okay, in the Vaikuntha, somebody wants to say something?
Are they demigods?
No. The residents of this Vaikuntha planet, that is the clarity over here. Everybody is in blue colored. Everybody resembles Lord Krishna. Everybody resembles Lord Vishnu. So, yeah.
But what about the guys over there? The ladies over there, why aren't they blue?
Because they are ladies, right? So everybody resembles the Lord Vishnu over here, and then it is really confusing that who is really Lord Vishnu? Who is real Lord Vishnu? We have a nice story about Gopakumara. Okay, at the end of this Vaikuntha planet thing, we'll explain that as well. So everybody resembles Lord Vishnu, and now you know that I don't know if you had seen, there was a movie called Avatar.
Yes.
Yeah. So then in that, do you remember that story is like, I 100% believe that they have taken it from our scriptures. Because in that movie also, do you know that everybody was blue colored?
No.
Yeah, many of them were blue colored as far as I remember. They were blue colored. And the Vaikuntha planet, you can see that there are glowing aeroplanes which are moving. And everybody is like blue in color, which resembles Lord Vishnu. There are celestial cities. There are houses which are made in a different way, and this is the peculiarity about the planet. And it is like very opulent. The Vaikuntha planet is very opulent. See, the inhabitants of Vaikuntha planets are described in the Srimad Bhagavatam as having a glowing sky bluish complexion. Their eyes resemble the lotus flower. Their dress is of yellowish color, and their bodily features are very attractive. Everyone is youthful. See, everyone is youthful. There is no old age. They all have 4 arms like Lord Vishnu. What is the peculiarity about the planet, about the Vaikuntha Loka? That Lord Vishnu is present in his 4-armed form. Okay? So you can see Lord Vishnu in his 4-armed form. One second, I will have the picture over here. See the 4-armed form of Lord Vishnu. So everybody you will see in that planet, on that planet, in the 4-armed form. Everyone is youthful in the 4-armed form and nicely decorated with pearl necklaces and ornaments. All of the inhabitants are effulgent.
What are the inhabitants?
Inhabitants means who are living over there on that planet. That is the inhabitants.
Okay.
So they are all effulgent, like all glowing, and everybody looks as if is divine. So that is the that is the importance of this Vaikuntha planet. How beautiful, right? See, in the Vaikuntha planet there are brilliant glowing airplanes belonging to the devotees of the Lord. See, only the Lord does not have the glowing aeroplanes. The devotees also have the airplanes. There are celestial cities and houses just suitable for the particular planet. According to the planet, because there are many planets on Vaikuntha Loka also, and according to the planets, there are those type of places to reside are there depending upon the type of the planet. We are not going into the detail of the many planets which are there in the Vaikuntha. So we'll just go with the further. Now what does the Srimad Bhagavatam says? See, from Srimad Bhagavatam 3.15. Now see, whenever such quotes are, such things are mentioned over here, you should make a note of it, and then as a assignment for yourself. Forget about like teacher, I have given you or anything. You shouldn't be worrying about that. But as a curiosity, you should tell. If you are not able to read, you should tell your parents. Can you read 3.1516 for me? That means this is 3rd canto, 15th chapter, 16th to 23rd verse. Many of you have the Srimad Bhagavatam, right? So instead of watching something on the TV, what you can say, you can take your elder brother or elder sister and you can say, why don't we read this chapter? So that you will also know more about it. So what we'll do is we'll just take the essence of what was described in this chapter. In those Vaikuntha planets, there are many forests which are very auspicious. In these forests, the trees are wish-fulfilling trees. And in all seasons, they are filled with flowers and fruits. Because everything in the Vaikuntha planet is spiritual and personal. You remember that okay, I do not know whether there is a tree. If I'm not wrong, Sitapriti Mataji had explained, right? There is a tree. Normally what happens if you have a mango tree, you will have only mangoes on that tree. If you have an apple tree, there will be only apples on that tree. But in the Vaikuntha Loka, the tree is a wish-fulfilling tree. That means if you go in front of a tree and if you say, give me apples, it will give you apples. If you go in front of that tree and if you tell, can you please give me mangoes, they will give you mangoes. Okay, so that is a wish-fulfilling tree. Everything is spiritual over there. I wonder how it will be. In the Vaikuntha planets, the inhabitants fly in their aeroplanes accompanied by their wives and consorts, and eternally sing of the character and activities of the Lord, which are always devoid of all inauspicious qualities. That means they do not have any negative qualities in them. They have all good qualities and they are always worshipping the Lord, always chanting the name of the Lord. While singing the glories of the Lord, they deride even the presence of the blossoming Madhavi flowers which are fragrant and laden with honey. There are many flowers, different flowers on the Vaikuntha planet which are very, very fragrant and they are used in the worship of the Lord.
Mataji,
yes?
You know, like, are there cars in the Vaikuntha thing?
Cars?
Yeah.
It is, they will not be called as cars, they will be called as flying planes. I think you have read that book, right? Narada book, wherein
Yeah,
you have
but
seen that there are
once you
flying
buy
celestial.
them, is there like money in Vaikuntha?
No, there's no need of money. Money is the impurity in this material world. Money leads to all the things. Once money comes, it gets contaminated. In the over there, they do not need money, right? Nobody is going to, oh, give me money, I want to buy some clothes. There is nothing, no need over there. You are so much in the loving service of the Lord that the Lord provides you everything. You do not have to go to work. That does not mean that, oh, you have to sit down and sleep over there. Then you'll be kicked out from there. So what we have to do is, if just the only thing is that you have to do loving devotional service of the Lord. That's the only requirement. And you cannot, and once you over there, then you will not be jealous of anyone, because everyone is serving the Lord. Why are you doing? For the Lord. Who are you doing for? For the Lord. Like, and who is doing? It is all, everyone is together in serving the Lord. There is no reason to have any other feelings over there. Okay? It will echo over there. Okay, the inhabitants of Vaikuntha travel in their airplanes made of lapis emerald and gold. Although crowded by their consorts, who have large, beautiful, smiling faces, the male inhabitants cannot be stimulated by passion and beautiful charms. See, that means though they are with their wives and though they are with their beautiful wives, they will not be into lust. They will not be, oh, my wife is only beautiful, I have to sit and look at her. No, they will not be contaminated by the lusty feelings, because they know that they have to, their eternal service is to only serve the Lord. So if you, oh, the wife is coming and smiling beautifully, then they will not be, oh, my wife is so nice, let me sit with her. No, they will still go and worship the Lord. So they will not be contaminated by any of these modes.
Mataji, what is lapis lazuli?
Yes, that must be one of the precious stone, I guess. I'll have to find out. I didn't really find that part. Okay, I'll find it out and let you know. Okay. The goddess of fortune in her transcendental form is engaged in the loving service of the Lord's lotus feet. The Lord Vishnu is always accompanied by Mother Lakshmi, that is the goddess of fortune. She is always singing the glories of the Lord's activities. On the Vaikuntha planet, the Lord appears in his beautiful four-armed form known as Lord Vishnu. See, Lord Vishnu, and then Mother Lakshmi is always serving him, eternally serving him. She is always in the service of the Lord. So when we say that many of these people, they just worship Mother Lakshmi, Mother Lakshmi also should be worshipped, but as that she is the greatest devotee of the Lord, she is the wife of the Lord, and then because then she can refer us to the Lord. Our services can go through her. So we have to see to it that we do not miss out Mother Lakshmi also. Whenever Lord Vishnu is there in the Vaikuntha planet, you will always see Mother Lakshmi serving the Lord. So we have to also be in the service of the Lord. His smiling face is decorated with an enchanting reddish hue. He is endowed with his 6 opulences. This his is who? The Lord Vishnu. Wealth, power, fame, beauty, intelligence, you name any characteristic which is there, and the Lord has it, and that too in abundance. In the material world, someone may be wealthy, powerful, famous, but the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the wealthiest, the most powerful, the most famous, and the most beautiful, most intelligent. Whatever adjectives you have, the good adjectives whichever you say, those are with the Lord, and that too in abundance. Abundance means what? That too in a lot, many. No, you cannot just measure that. That much the Lord has. So now what we'll do is we'll just the Goloka or the Krishna Loka or the Goloka. Along with the Vaikuntha, then the spiritual abode, there is also the Goloka. The Goloka or the Krishna Loka is the spiritual abode. In that, what's the main thing is, the Lord is present only in his 2 arms, 2-arm form. See, over here we have. In Vaikuntha, the Lord is present in his 4-arm form, and in Goloka, Krishna is present only in his 2-arm forms. See, In the Vaikuntha planet, the Lord appears in his four-armed form as Lord Vishnu. On Krishna Loka, the topmost planet in the spiritual sky, which is the top planet, the Lord appears in his two-armed form as Govinda. Okay, so these are the two main differences that which we learned in this part. The main Vaikuntha planet, and then the what are the characteristics of the Vaikuntha planet, how the Lord is beautiful in the Vaikuntha planet, how the people are beautiful in the Vaikuntha planet. So tomorrow what they will do is we will continue with the Gopakumara story. The teacher who is going to take you, she will tell you the Gopakumara story as well, and then some more revision also of the question answers will be done. Okay, everybody has understood what we have done today? You can unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did we learn today?
Mataji,
We learned about that
Yeah, go ahead.
Narayan is in the four armed form in Vaikuntha, and everyone's blue.
Okay. And so we had the characteristic also of the Vaikuntha planet. We'll have a revision of this chapter later on also, okay?
Awesome.
So anybody has any queries?
No.
Anybody else?
I just want to this is Govinda here. I just have one question. So tomorrow is Balram Jayanti, so do we still have the class? Because most of the kids might be absent.
Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, we'll put up in the group Mataji about it, and let's see how many are there, and if everybody is going to be at the temple, because most of the temple might have in the morning the celebration, but if we have in the evening, we can always decide on the class Mataji, that's for sure.
Okay, sure, Mataji.
Yeah, are you there in the group, WhatsApp group?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, Mataji, we'll put up everything over there again.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Okay, so we'll end the call over here now. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuva eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Bye.